4.9 El Niño y la Niña. Today's objective is to describe the environmental changes and effects that result from El Niño y la Niña events. We start to learn about gyres, which are large oceanic circular patterns due to global wind. They turn clockwise in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. We also start seeing about upwelling zones, which are areas of ocean where winds blow warm surface water away from a landmass, drawing up colder, deeper water to replace it. Although this sounds negative, this is actually healthy since it brings O2 and nutrients to the surface, which leads to productive fishing. We are now introduced to thermoline circulation. Water from the Gulf of Mexico moves towards the North Pole. The water then cools down and evaporates as it moves towards the poles. At the poles, water is saltier and colder, which is more dense and makes it sink. This sinking process allows nutrients and sediments to spread along the ocean floor. The water then rises back up into the shallow warm ocean current at upwelling zones. El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, is a pattern of shifting atmospheric pressure and ocean currents in the Pacific Ocean between South America and Australia, or Southeast Asia. Oscillates shift regularly from El Niño, which are warmer and rainier, to La Niña, which are cooler and drier, along the coast of South America. With normal conditions, we see trade winds blow water from west to east. Cool water is then upwelled off the coast of South America, which causes cool temperatures, which eventually causes good fisheries. The warm equator current brings heat and precipitation to Australia and Southeast Asia. This then causes high pressure in the East Pacific and low pressure in the West Pacific. With El Niño, we see trade winds weaken. The warm equator current brings heat and precipitation to America. Fisheries are then damaged due to the suppressed upwelling of the South American coast. This also causes cooler, drier conditions in Australia. Finally, we see high pressure in the West Pacific and low pressure in the East Pacific. With La Niña, we see stronger than normal trade winds. Wind goes from east to west 3 times stronger than in normal conditions. Increased upwelling occurs here, and cooler and drier conditions happens in the Americas. We see rainier and warmer conditions in Southeast Asia with increased monsoons. And here in America, we see strong tornado activity. 4.9 FRQ. Describe 2 environmental problems related to the conditions of El Niño event. 2 environmental problems related to the conditions of El Niño event is a problem with floods that kill a lot of the vegetation, and a noticeable drought in the Western Pacific.